Hi everyone. So this is our second class. In the last class, we have seen the five queries. In the last class, we have seen the five queries. So let's move ahead. So this is the first query for today. 1 minute. Photoshop revenue analysis. My voice is clear and loud, right? Good audible, right? Okay. So let's see today's first query, photos of revenue analysis. In this query has been asked in Adobe SQL interview question. Adobe SQL interview question. So for every customer that bought Photoshop, so here there is one product which is known as a Photoshop product. So for every customer that bought Photoshop, return a list of the customers and the total spent on all the products except for Photoshop products. Sort your answer by customer IDs in ascending order. Okay, for every customer that bought Photoshop, return a list of customers and total spent on all the products except for Photoshop products. So I have created this table already. This is a Adobe transaction table. This is a Adobe transaction table in which customer ID, product and revenue is given. So if you see, oh, let me select the data from this table. Okay. So I have already taken that this data into the Excel file. So let me show you this in Excel file. Okay. So over here, what is our query is for every customer that bought Photoshop. So if you see over here, customer ID is given, right? Customer ID, product and revenue. So if you see, if every customer has, some of the customer has buy a product which is known as Photoshop product. For 123 you can see, from 913 also you can see Photoshop product. Now for every customer that bought Photoshop, return a list of customers. We require the list of customer ID or customers and total spent on all the products. Total spent on all the products except for Photoshop products. So now can anyone tell me what will be the answer over here? Okay, so for example, can you tell me for this what will be the answer over here? Okay, okay, revenue is 150. Okay, yeah, require for every customer that bought Photoshop, right? For every customer that bought Photoshop, return a list of customers and total spend on all the products except for Photoshop products. No, no. Read this two line carefully. For every customer that bought Photoshop, return a list of customers and total spent on all the products except for Photoshop products. Yes, yes, yes. But again, this line is important for every customer that bought Photoshop. Yes. Now see the data, and again let me. Okay, 913 300. Yes. Okay. Perfect. This is the answer. Because 234 doesn't have bought the Photoshop product, so it will not include in our result set. Again, 562 has not bought Photoshop. So again, this one will not include in our result set. So this should be our answer. Now we have to write this same thing into SQL, right? 1 minute. We have to write the same thing into SQL. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to consider those customer who has bought the Photoshop product, right? 123 and 913, right? Now what we have to do, select star from the same table where customer ID in bracket cross. Now we have taken those customer IDs who has bought Photoshop products, but now we do not need to. No, one query not possible. एक minute. Let me write the query now. Now what I have to do? Where product is equal to. Okay, now. Now in this query, what I have to do ahead? Then, okay, now. Okay, now. No. Good. अरे, क्या कस्टमर आईडी देन. Okay, now what? Actually the actually one person who has written these results set, that is only the correct person that has understand the question very clearly. Apart from that, I think you haven't understand the question clearly. That is the problem. Now these two line is the question. These two line is the question for every customer that bought Photoshop. Return a list of the customers and total spent on all the products except for Photoshop products. No, 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 no. Line doesn't. No, 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 no. Line first makes sense. Makes no, 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 no. But no, no, no. But who has compulsorily purchased Photoshop product? वो हमें पहले देखना है. If that person doesn't have purchased Photoshop, then we have to exclude those customers. See these three. These three we don't require. These three we don't require. That is the meaning. That is the sense of first line. That is the sense of first line. Now, actually, actually, the problem is no, no, no. Problem is not you. You are not understanding thing. Actually, that is the problem. Very simple thing. यहाँ पे if you see the data, this is the data I have taken in the Excel file. Now I have highlighted the green, yellow and red. So there is a meaning of green, meaning of yellow, meaning of red. Why green? Because I want those customer who has purchased Photoshop. But now the second thing, I don't want the Photoshop revenue. I want the revenue of those customer who has purchased Photoshop, but revenue of other products from that customer only. So that is why I have highlighted 150. So 150 means 150. And now again, see this green. 913 has purchased Photoshop. So I don't want Photoshop revenue. I want revenue of those products apart from Photoshop. But that customer must have purchased the Photoshop product. So 9 to 100 and 200. So 300 is the answer. And why this is red? Because these two customer hasn't purchased Photoshop product. So that is not in my requirement. So now this that is the reason I have written subquery. This is wrong. This is wrong. We cannot write like this. 1 minute. Actually, the problem is I have to cover 5 queries in 1 or 1.5 hour. So if like this, we cannot cover 5 queries. Okay, okay. So this is simple thing, right? First thing, I have taken a Photoshop product. I am always dividing the question into multiple parts to understand better. So now from subquery is the better option over here. Now where customer ID in. Now I got the all the customer who has purchased Photoshop product, right? But now the thing is, let me write this select star. Now what is my requirement? Where product not equal to Photoshop, because I don't want Photoshop revenue, right? And now here I will take customer ID, comma, sum of revenue, right? sum of revenue, and because of this here I have to write end. And now because of I have written the aggregate function, I have to use group by, right? Now let me execute this query. This is what the same thing I have written in Excel, right? 123 150 913 300. Same thing what I have explained in Excel file, and these two line, right? These two line. So now let's move ahead with the next question. 1 minute. Okay, let's move ahead with the next question. Which city? Okay, let me write this query whether it is correct or not. Actually, this is also wrong. No, brother. Okay, okay, city. But why it is giving error? Very close should be above group by, right? Again, this is wrong. Invalid column name. Customer. Okay. Nothing is given. Okay, this is wrong. Actually, this is wrong. You are selecting data from city only, right? You are selecting data from city only and product. Here it is taken Photoshop product, and here it is taken product not equal to Photoshop. That is never, this condition will never satisfy. Yeah, this query we can join with this one, like this own city dot, we can say that customer ID is equal to this one dot customer ID, and now here we can take that this one dot now I think it will give result. हम्म, तो यहाँ पे आएगा ये रिवेन्यू आएगा दिस रिवेन्यू। Okay, now it is giving perfect result. We have to do join, right? Without this join, it is not possible. Okay, let's move ahead with the next query. CVS Health is analyzing its pharmacy sales data and how well different products are selling in the market. Each drug is exclusively manufactured by a single manufacturer. Write a query to identify the manufacturer associated with the drugs that resulted in the losses for CVS Health and calculate the total amount of losses incurred. Output the manufacturer's name, the number of drugs associated with the losses, and total losses in absolute value. So here we have to use ABS function, right? ABS function. Then display the results sorted in descending order with the highest losses displayed at the top. So here this all the manufacturers are associated with the drugs, right? So here we have to identify the manufacturer name, the number of drugs associated with the losses. So how we can identify the losses that we will see and the total losses in absolute value. So here I have pharmacy sales table in which product ID, then units sold, total sales and COGS means cost of goods sales, manufacturer drug, and these three actually not required, these three column as of now. Now I have already created this table and inserted the data into the same. Now let me select the data from this table. Select star from pharmacy sales. Okay. Now how can we identify the losses? So total sales minus COGS means where, let me select the data over here. Mm, drug, then manufacturer, then total sales, then so here definition of losses is equal to total underscore sales minus COGS means cost of goods sales, and if this amount, if this result comes in the minus sign, then we will consider it as a loss, right? Now over here we have to write the where clause, where total sales minus COGS less than equal to 0, or we can say that minus we have to consider only, right? Like over here I have written total sales minus COGS, and total sales minus COGS less than 0 means when it is in minus, then we will consider it as a loss. Please be on mute everyone. So total sales total sales You are able to hear me, right? Okay. Total sales minus COGS less than zero means that will consider as a losses. Now, what is our requirement? Output the manufacturer's name, the number of drugs associated with the losses. So, manufacturer name, then drugs, count of drugs, and then output the manufacturer name, the number of drugs associated with the losses, and the total losses in absolute value. So here we need to do total losses means this one into absolute value. So let me, if I consider this one, then I have to do group by, right? Group by manufacturer. Now let me execute this query. So if you see over here, results are coming in the minus, right? But what is our requirement? We want it into the absolute value as total losses absolute. So this will be our result set. Let me compare both the result set. And one more thing it has been said is display the results sorted in descending order with the highest losses displayed at the top. So over here we need to display the highest losses displayed at the top, right? So over here we need to change the order by this and descending. Let me execute this query now. So result set of both of these ones should be the same. Let me. Hello, hi Chinmoy. Yeah, actually, if you are not speaking, then please be on mute. Okay. When you are anyone has any question, then only you can unmute yourself. Now, let me know this is clear or not. Okay. Now, let me over here we have given the table pharmacy sales table, right? Pharmacy sales table. Select star from pharmacy sales. Now you write a query to identify the manufacturer associated with the drugs that resulted in the losses for CVS Health. Losses for CVS Health. So now total, how can we identify the losses? So losses equal to total underscore sales minus COGS. And if this amount comes in minus sign, then we will consider it as a loss. Right. Now, now we have to identify output the manufacturer name. So manufacturer name we have to give, then total number of drugs associated with the losses. So now let me do where total underscore 1 minute. total underscore cells minus cogs less than 0. So let me execute this one. So total 18 record are coming, right? Let me take on this data into the Excel file. Total 18 records are coming. So these 18 records are now, these 18 manufacturers are occurred in the losses. Because if we do this minus this, insert equal to this minus this, then it is coming in the negative sign, right? So all this coming are in the negative sign, so all these are our losses. Now what is our requirement? We have to display the manufacturer, right? So I will menu, actually why automatic it is not coming. Manufacturer, let me take this column. Then what is our second requirement? We require the number of drugs associated with the losses. Manufacturer name, number of drugs associated with the losses. So if you see over here, this manufacturer Johnson and Johnson is coming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Six time it is coming, right? This manufacturer is coming 6 time. So over here we need to do count of drug as number of drugs, right? And then we need to display total sales minus cogs, and we need to do sum of this one, right? Sum of this one, total loss is absolute. But now if we do over here, actually output the manufacturer name, the number of drugs associated with the losses, right? And if we are doing the manufacturer name, and if we are doing the count, right, count and sum, then obviously we have to do group by manufacturer, right? Other columns should be available in the group by condition. So now if we do over here like this, let me write group by. Yeah, group by manufacturer. One minute. Okay, now over everywhere here minus sign is coming, right? So for that we need to convert it into absolute value, right? So minus sign will be gone now. Now again one more thing. Display the results sorted in descending order with the highest losses displayed at the top. So this is the highest losses, right? So for that we have to do order by this column and then descending. Now this will be our result set. Now got it, right? Okay. Now let me jump to the another query. Yes, yes, right. So Yes. Yes, yes. Because if you see over here, this Johnson and Johnson coming six time, right? So all the six value we have to do addition, right? So for that purpose, we have done sum of total sales minus costs. Okay, now let's jump to the next query. CVS Health is trying again. This is related to CVS Health. Is trying to better understand its pharmacy sales. Pharmacy says how well different products are selling. Each drug can only be produced by one manufacturer. Write a query to find the top three most profitable drugs sold and how much profit they made. Assume that there are no ties in the profits. Display the result from the highest to the lowest total profit. So over here we need to identify the top three most profitable drugs. Right. So if you see over here, COGS stand for cost of goods sold, which is the direct cost associated with the producing the drug. And now total profit we have identified how total sales minus cost of goods sold. Now over here, let me select the data from the table where total sales minus cost of goods sold. Let me write it in the select statement as total profit. And now I will do order by. Now what is our requirement? What are the columns we require? Top three most profitable drugs sold and how much profit they made. So here we require drug. Let me take manufacturer as for now. Now if you see over here, these three row only are our requirement, right? Actually, if you see over here, we have already taken order the result set into the highest profit already, right? So this top three only our requirement. No other rows are our requirement, right? So if we do over here top three, can it be possible? Yeah, it is possible. And now another way we can write it. Can anyone tell me now what is the another query we can write for the same? Yeah, I think limit is working in SQL or not. In SQL server, I think it is not working. Limit. Yeah, it is, I think, not working. Let me do over here. Drug. Now, anything else coming in your mind when we are trying to find the top three kind of thing? Sorry, what? Yeah, top three working in SQL Server. Actually, we have already solved the problem, right? We have already solved the problem. But in SQL, you know speciality, right? Ki one problem we can solve with multiple ways. Yeah, perfect. Now let me do the same thing. Rank over order by what? Order by this same thing, right? What we have written over here. Total sales minus COGS, and then descending as RK. So now if you see over here, 1 minute, let me take this same thing over here. So now if you see over here, one, two, three, these three. Now what we can do? We require one, two, three only, right? Not others. Now what we can do? So like this, where RK less than equal to 3, like this, you are telling, like this. Actually, we cannot refer RK over here. Okay, we have to do with the city and any other option also. No, no. Mm, in this one only I am telling. Okay, fetch where I have to write it over here. Okay. Invalid usage of the option first in the fetch statement. Fetch. Okay. Okay, I think this I'm also not sure. But here, what I am telling, in place of city, what any other thing also we can use, which also work as a city only. Means not a city, but that is an alternative of city. Everybody knows. Yeah, perfect. Subquery. Select star from. Now what? I have to give bracket, right? Now I have to close the bracket and then where RK, here I can give alias in RK less than equal to 3. Now let me try why it is giving error. Select star from in bracket. Acha is okay. Now it will work, right? Now it is working, and our requirement is top three column only. RK is not our requirement, so that is also very simple. Drug we can write, then manufacturer we can write, and then uh, P we can write. We can ignore RK. Now these both will give same result. And same also city also we can write. but I am showing you this another way. Okay, this one. Actually, what I have taken, I have firstly, this is simple, right? Top three rank it is giving based upon the total sales minus costs, and that too also highest profit will come at the first, then second highest will come at the second, and third highest will come at the third, like this. Now our requirement is 1 2 3 only we require, right? So what we can do, this will consider, this we want to consider as a table. So how we can consider this as a table? We have to write something like a select star from, select star from, and if we in from close there is a always table, right? So this entire query we have considered as a table. And how? This is, we have given as a alias t. So now this t is, actually this t is considered as a table, and this entire all the results set from this query, this all the four rows are now considered as a table T. But now how? But now this where close this RK column we can use outside of this bracket, right? Outside of this bracket to limit. So for that I have written where RK less than equal to 3, right? Now our requirement is simple. We require drug manufacturer and then P. So all the columns which is coming into this one T, we can refer it over here, all the columns. So can now can anyone tell me what is this known as? This concept, what is this concept known as in SQL Server and in Oracle? Perfect. In SQL Server it is known as derived table, and in Oracle, does anyone has idea? Perfect. Inline view. It means select query in the from clause of the select statement, right? That is known as an inline view. Now let's see another question. We have already seen this one, right? Now it absolute. Okay, now let me jump to the ninth query. That is clear, right? This one is clear, right? Eight one. This is very simple one. Top three most profitable drugs. Now let's jump to the ninth query. CVS Health. CVS Health wants to gain a clear understanding of its pharmacy sales and the performance of various products. Now write a query to calculate the total drug sales for each manufacturer. Total drug sales for each manufacturer. Round the answer to the nearest million and report your result in descending order of total sales. In case of any duplicate, sort them alphabetically by manufacturer name. Since this data will be displayed on a dashboard viewed by business stakeholders, please format your result as a $36 million, like this. $36 million. So now understand one thing. Whenever we find each manufacturer kind of thing, you know, whenever we find kind of each product category, each product subcategory, each manufacturer, At that time, either we have to use group by clause or we have to use ranking functions. This is a simple thing, right? Each manufacturer, each means definitely we have to use group by or ranking functions. Right now, I have created the table and inserted the data into the same. Now we have to identify total sales for each manufacturer, right? But now, how we can we have to display the result like this: 113 million dollar, then 20 million dollar, like this. We can't display a result like this, right? Because we have to display. Yes. Okay, we can divide the same thing by 10 lakhs. Okay, now let me try to do. Okay, now 113 32 33 it is giving, right? But now what is our requirement? We want only 113 million dollar, right? No, no, no. Over here, absolute is not required. When absolute is required, when data is coming in the minus, right? But here everything is coming in the positive sign. So absolute is not required. Now we want 113 only, 32 only, 33 only, 69 only. So what we can do? Sorry, I am not getting what? String. Can you write in the message box? Okay, 1 minute. In string function. I think it is in Oracle only. Over here it is not there. Okay, if we do round, right? If we do round, then 113 become 114, I think, right? 114. But we want 113 million dollar, like that. Any idea? Any other idea? We want to eliminate all the digits after point, right? Anyone? Any idea? Round. But if we do round, then 113 will become 114. Let me do it. Round of this, comma, comma 0. So 114. Still it is giving wrong. We don't want like 0.00000. That we don't require, and we require 113 only. Now, okay, now let me do. We have, if you have familiar with SQL server, then cast and convert function are there, right? Cast and convert. So here we need to do cast as decimal, decimal 5 comma 0. Now let me do execute. Okay, why it is giving rounding of? It is actually rounding to I don't want to do rounding. Some of this. Okay, let me try it over here. Cast of this. Okay, I think over here, yes. Over here it is not required. 1 minute, what I have done. Oopsie. Still it is giving 114. If we require 113, then what we can do? Mm, Sorry, round of zero. Okay, 113.77. So let me do round. Zero is working or not? It is rounding to 114. Okay, one thing we can do is carry. Let me truncate. I think a truncate. Then what I have to do? But I think this is function is not. Is there anything wrong? Incorrect syntax near truncate. Truncate is not there in SQL Server, I think. Floor. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, floor. Silly, silly. Truncate is not working in this SQL Server. Okay. Select truncate. I think it is there in Oracle or any other database. I think floor is the correct one. Floor and ceiling, right? Two functions are coming. If we use ceiling, then it will become 114, right? What is the spelling? It will become now 114. Perfect. So floor here we can use floor. Now what we can do? Now simple thing, right? We have to do concat dollar, and then again million we can write, or m we can write, whether it is working or not. Why it is giving error? Okay, concat dollar, comma, then we have to close this bracket. Now let me try. Okay, now again we have to use comma and then million. This is our requirement, right? And we can give as total sales in million we can give. 113 million, right? This is our requirement. Now final query for today. So we will take 5 queries per session. CVS Health is trying to better understand its pharmacy sales and how well different drugs are selling. Write a query to find the top three drugs sold in terms of units sold for each manufacturer. So now again for each manufacturer and top two drugs sold in terms of units sold. So here we need to use ranking function, right? Or any row number or ranking function, anything we can use. So if you see over here, let me execute this query. Now over here, if I take this data into the Excel file, so for each manufacturer we have mentioned, right? So I already told whenever for each manufacturer it is written, we have to either use group by or ranking functions, any of the ranking function. So in place of in terms of units sold, so I have already units sold descending I have already taken, right? So for this is our requirement. Now top two for each manufacturer. So here again manufacturer will change, right? So again these three will become our requirement. Now again manufacturer will change. So these three will become our requirement. Why? Because these are the top two, right? For this manufacturer. These are the top two for this manufacturer. And these are the top two for this manufacturer. Likewise, we require top two for each manufacturer, right? So for that simple thing, partition by we have to do manufacturer and order by units sold. Descending we have to do, right? And here we can do use any of the function. We can use rank, or we can use dense rank, anything we can use. And here also I have used the same query derived table where rk less than equal to 2. So it will display the data. If you see for this abbreviation 222331 is given. Then again 189925 is given. 189925 is given. Then this one is changing to Astras AstraZeneca. So again 289121 is given. In 217 652 is given. So you got it right. For each manufacturer, top two ducks sold based upon units sold, which is highest units sold, right? Now, can anyone tell me top two lowest unit manufacturer wise units sold? So for that, what change I have to do in this query? Top two lowest units sold for each manufacturer. So for that result set, what changes I have to do in the query? Perfect. Here I have to remove this only because by default it is ascending. Ascending. By default it is ascending, right? So if I do this one, then for abbreviation, if you see over here uh, in the Excel file, then these are the result now. 97520, 97520, and 6969720, right? And this same thing we can write into the city also, that I have written in the below. Whenever you are using derived table at the same thing, you can write city also. Now it is clear, right? Okay, so from this one, we have to write the 10 queries. Last Sunday, we have written 5 queries. Today also, we have written 5 queries. We will write around 100 queries, guys. And let me know if you have any question. Yeah, definitely you will get it. I will put it into the Google Drive. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, actually, from now onwards, I will put. Actually, I have already given this link in the last lecture. Let me know if you are. But I will not put the solution over here. I will put the DDL and insert statement only. But for answer you can watch the video, right? But that only I will get benefit, right? If you watch video, then only I will get benefit, right? Because everything, because all these thing I am doing for my YouTube only, right? All this thing I am doing for my YouTube only. I'm investing time. I am taking time. No, no. Yeah, I will give you query script. No, no, answer I can't give you. For answer, you can watch video. You can fast forward also, right? That is no problem. You can fast forward the video, right? Direct, you can go to the solution. No, no, no. No, no, no. If I give you solution, then you will never watch the video, right? No, no, you. I think I. This is my perception. You because why you go to the YouTube and waste your time? You directly go to the solution and copy paste the solution, right? Now let me know. Are you able to access this drive or not? Are you able to download those script? If you because then only you will